What is up, y'all? It's your girl, me, Safari Kitty, back on the scenes. I know it has been quite some time. And to those of you that was tuning in for the few videos that I did put out there, I really appreciate you guys. Like, it really means a lot to me to know that somebody watched, you know? That really makes me feel special. But last year got kind of crazy for you, girl. Like, I had to really go deep within myself and take a break from everybody and everything because, yeah, my spirit just wasn't right. So I did that, and I came across a lot of lessons learned, insightful things for myself, and really I just got closer with myself, and that is always beautiful, and I encourage everyone to do that. I'm coming here today because I just want to kind of talk a little bit about that and how I got to this place where I'm at now. So currently, I'm here in my home of 29 Palms, and I'll be moving soon to Los Angeles to pursue my dream, my goal of becoming a TV radio broadcaster, to become an actress, to become an entertainer, to become a comedian, to become pretty much globally, internationally known. And that's a big step because, like I said, last year I was very introverted. I kind of stayed to myself. But this was something that I always truly wanted to do, and I was always scared. I did the Navy for quite some time, and I was just used to being conformed to following somebody else's routine and doing something for somebody else. And after a while, I realized that it was time for that to be done. It was the end of that. So last year, it was a time where I knew that things was gonna have to change. And what I mean by that was I was here in 29 for about 3 years. After I got out the military, I stayed here for another additional year. And throughout that year, last year, I was really trying to understand and figure out who I was, because for so long I had played this role, you know? And I kind of lost touch with whom I wanted to become. I was just in a lost stage. So I began to meditate. I began to do yoga. I began to really focus on myself and all of my thoughts that I was really pushing out there, and why I was thinking those type of thoughts that I was thinking. And a lot of it was hurtful voices in my head telling me that, you know, oh, you shouldn't do it because what if, and just the fearful type of voices, and though the voices that were saying you couldn't do it, just all of me, you know, it was my mental, and I had to get that right. And so I started going to school, and with that I felt a little better because I was actually doing something, because for a while I felt like I really wasn't making any moves, you know, I wasn't making any progress. So therefore I started going to school, and once I started going to school, I was finally active into something, keeping my mind engaged, and it was beautiful. I met a lot of people, and it kind of pushed me back out there again in an easier way without having to go straight to a work environment and just, you know, be caught up in that kind of headspace. So I'm in school, I'm doing my thing, I'm meeting great people, got great professors, and I'm just doing all types of stuff. I'm rock climbing, I'm going to yoga retreats, things I've never done before, and it is beautiful, and I'm loving the feeling that I get from that. So I'm thinking, okay, I see, you know, we doing a little something different. Let's up it up a notch. And I went out of town with a group of friends of mine, and we were talking about goals and things we wanted to get accomplished, and how we just seeing ourselves in the next 3 to 5 years. And I began to think real long and hard about that, and I couldn't come up with exactly my plan. So I began to sit and really think about that, meditate on it, manifest all the things that I wanted to see, how I wanted to feel, where I wanted to be. I kind of focused in on key things like that, especially how I wanted to feel wherever I went or wherever I was headed to, you know? So boom, I came back home, 29 Palms. I'm sitting here, I'm thinking like, what you gonna do, Deja? And then all of a sudden, I thought about it, and I said, I'm just gonna move to LA. I've been thinking about it for a while. I was against it for a while, but you know what? I'm gonna move. So I get online, you know, I'm looking for rooms, I'm looking for things, and I realized I don't have the kind of money to live how I live here with my 2-bed, 2-bath. I knew I was gonna have to, you know, get into a tiny space. So all came through, and I was lucked up on a place, and I found it. Now, it wasn't so easy. initially I went through 2 locations. The first location, they weren't feeling me. My intuition told me so. It was all good though. The second place, they were wonderful, but something still told me to just stand put, you know? So I was like, all right, I'll wait. So I did. Meantime, between time, I'm hanging out with friends, I'm talking to people, catching up, and opportunities start rolling in. And before I know it, I'm in the at the NAMM show, which is a pretty big deal for musicians and just a place where you can kind of come together and learn and rub shoulders with pretty big names in the industry. And it's just a pretty much great networking area. And I end up getting landed in there. Now, to even go there, you have to be, they have to accept you in. You just don't get to say, oh, I'm going to pay. Boom, there we go. No, you have to really become a part of that. And I was able to do that by my good friend Mike Johns, who is an excellent hardworking man, and he is just in the scene and he's got it on lock. So with that being said, you know, he gave the honor for me to become a part of that. And there I saw just the like-minded individuals like myself, artists, people from all different areas of the world, just coming together and really just learning and mingling. And it was a beautiful experience. And that kind of sealed the deal even more that I needed to be closer in the city. So with that opportunity, you know, was coming up, I was like, I definitely got to get to the city. Next thing I know, I'm looking online again, and this woman pops up in her site. I'm reading her profile. She's looking for the same things I'm looking for. It just seems like it's a perfect fit. I go and meet her. I meet the woman whom I'm roommating with, and it's another girl. So we're all in there. We're all talking. We're all getting together. We all found out we're all from the East Coast. One girl, she went to a school that was literally right down the street from where I worked. So we was in passing. Like, it was just so many things that the universe was sending to say, you're on time, everything is good. And all of us individually were in a space where great things was coming already. We were on the cusp of major breakthroughs, you know? And so that kind of showed me that, hey, you're surrounded by those that are like-minded, that are spiritually aligned like you, and you are in the right direction, and you're surrounding yourself with those that can, you know, add to and not take away from. So with that, I was really excited, and I felt really secured and just thankful that it wasn't as bad as I thought it could have been for others. You know, like for others, it was really bad. For me, it wasn't that bad. Moving on. Here I am packing up, and I'll give you a little quick synopsis of what's happening here. It's a little messy. Got the bed, you know, just packing up because in 2 days I'll be officially moving, and it's crazy. Just this weekend I had the NAMM show, and that was amazing. Met a lot of great people, like, oh my goodness. And then I'm moving here now, and then I have, you know, family coming in from out of town, and it's a lot happening, but I know I can handle it. I feel good about it all. I'm a little nervous, but I think that's definitely what you're supposed to feel, right? So it's just very beautiful for me to be in this place because it took a long time for me to get there. So with that being said, I want y'all to follow me on this journey because I will be tuning in. I have the equipment I need, and it is going down. So I'll be doing vlogs all the time to let you know what is going down with me. You can follow me on this journey, and I think you guys should, because I'm feeling pretty darn good about it. Yes, I am. And I want you all to be a part of it. So tune in, y'all. It's your girl, Safari Kitty, on the scene. You can call me Bay Day, though, if you know what I mean. We'll get into that. I know I got a lot of names, but you have no idea all the different roles and the different people and the different perspectives that is inside of this being of mine. It's crazy in here. But I'm welcoming y'all to it, okay? So tune in. Tune in, because I want you to focus on me. My lips is kind of ashy, I know, you guys. It's okay, though. I love you, and I love me, too. So, peace.